right? So please, if you can send somebody my way through this link, or just sign up yourself, and then it'll give you a link, and then you can have them sign up, and then we would love to pay you for that. Now imagine sending this message out to 2,000 people or 1,000 people that you have a list for. Just how powerful that could be, turning these people into salespeople. Even if you turn 1% out of 1,000, that is 10 new salespeople that you have for your business that you didn't have before, that are out there advocating for you on a day in, day out basis. Next is one of my favorites, which is the beta test, right? This is the help me test this type of system. So same thing. This is Fabrice, Raw Marketing Group. This is a new number that we have. We actually just launched this new thing, and we're looking for some people to be beta testers for it. So you actually get to try it out for free. You know, we'll give you a 30-day trial or something like that to try it out for free. We just want words about how it's doing. If you can, give us a testimonial about how you like the service product. Not only does it build your reputation online by getting those reviews and getting testimonial and getting people into the system so that you can have proof of concept and that you can refine the system, but you're also getting people to sign up into your CRM, getting people to sign up into your processes that you can then upsell later. Hopefully this is making sense and it's not too crazy, too advanced. Next, we want to just build the campaign. So we're deploying this via SMS and via a voicemail drop. So we send the first text message to them, then we wait, give it about an hour, give it about 30 minutes. Then we send them another text message. Then we wait one more 30 minutes or one more hour. And then we have what's called a pre-recorded voicemail drop. So I already recorded a message. Hey, this is Breeze. I was trying to see if you were still interested in this thing. I just wanted you to know that this isn't a BS message, right? I'm actually looking to see if you're actually interested in this thing. Hearing your voice makes it way different, and it adds that last layer of protection. Make sure that they are getting these messages. On their phone, all they see is a missed call and a voicemail, and they can listen to that. And it typically turns into them wanting to either call you back or just respond to the SMSs that we sent them prior to. And then, yeah, we're just introducing a new number, and then that's reactivating the relationship. So not only are you just reaching out for these purposes, but you're able to reactivate old relationships that you probably haven't even thought of in a long time. Someone that you were working with 6 months ago, that relationship maybe fell off, you're now re-engaging that, and new opportunities that they might have, they're now going to want to share with you. So sending 1,000 people to 1,000 messages to everybody that you have in your phone, maybe taking out a few other people if you don't want to talk to them, but it's extremely powerful in generating business, leads, affiliates, and just new opportunity. You're bringing your business top of mind with these people. So these are the scripts. I already explained those, so I'm not going to go too deep into those again. Now, strategy number 2, one of my favorites, the organic IG content to DM framework. Instagram is one of those platforms to where you could just message people. So let me give you a disclaimer on this. If you're not DMing people on Instagram, you're doing a huge disservice to your business, because it is a big direct message, one-to-one conversation platform. TikTok is not the same. Don't go on TikTok to DM people, even though that you can. People don't go necessarily to Facebook to DM because some people don't have Messenger on their phone. But Instagram, most people have, which means that they automatically have the messaging structure and the DM structure inside the platform. We have this idea that there's an invisible veil between us and the next person, and there's some level of etiquette that needs to be in place in order for us to direct message that person. I guarantee you that's not the case. It's just not the case, especially if you have a large following or a medium-sized following, even a small following. You have maybe 400, 500 followers. Have you ever taken time to direct message those 500 people to see if they're interested in you? You have maybe 80 people that look on your stories on average when you post a story on Instagram. Do you think that they are staring at your story every day because they have no inclination to working with you, helping you, or being a part of your process? That's just not the case. And if you're not taking advantage of that, then you're missing a huge piece in the cog of marketing, because you can find anybody that you're looking to sell to, anybody that's the perfect customer avatar for you. You should be able to search and find them on Instagram, and you should be able to send them a message, right? You can comment, hey, check your inbox on 3 different posts, and then send them an inbox post, just touching base with them, talking to them. It doesn't always have to be sales related. It can be rapport building messages as well. So here's how it works for us on this content to DM framework, something that we'll automate for you. We create the framework's content. So we're posting engaging content using our proven structures. With social content masters, we have proven templates for how to structure your content, getting good hooks, getting good body content, and then how to get the CTA to be exactly what it needs to be. Now, our CTA is going to be a mini chat automation, right? So mini chat is a program that will allow you to take comments and turn them into direct message. So have you ever seen, hey, comment the word cheesecake and I'll send you my guide for cheesecake or whatever that is, right? And as soon as you comment the word, it automatically sends it to you. That's what this is. And we will automate that whole process for you. Then we're sending them a solidarity message, right? DM anyone who engages with your content, a solidarity message. So it's thank you for the support. I really appreciate that. You know, you're the best, right? Letting them know that you appreciate them at a high level. So that when you follow up with them next, they're more open to having and building that rapport because you've already showed such a high level of appreciation. So that's how that works. And then this is optional, but we do have Conversation AI. This is a AI bot that can talk for you and knows your business and has your full knowledge base and can conversate and help people to book on Facebook and on Instagram. So how it works, we post the content. We say, comment the word this to get this. They comment. They get a DM with that thing, and then they get another message saying, thank you so much for your support. You're awesome. You're great. And once they message back again, the AI will take over and conversate and ask them some more questions, send them a link to book, and turn them into a customer. And at any point in time, you can jump into the conversation. If you message yourself, it'll stop the bot for a couple of hours. But this is super powerful. If somebody's interested in what you got from when they commented, they're going to be interested in what you're selling. You just have to know how to sell them. So here's a sample of a solidarity message. Hey, thanks for showing love on the post. We appreciate your support. A story share would help us to continue to find the right people to serve. Thank you in advance either way. Not only are we thanking them, showing them appreciation, but we're also asking them to be a part of our marketing process, sharing that video again, or resharing it with some people, whether it's on their story or whether it's directly to somebody that they feel like could use it via DM. Each share matters in pushing the content and allowing more people to find it. Not only are they sharing it with new people, Instagram is seeing that they're sharing it, and because they're sharing it, will open up the content to new eyes. And that's how you scale content and actually push the needle yourself versus being at the mercy of the algorithm, right? So this sample framework turns casual engagement into meaningful connections. It acknowledges support before making offers. The approach feels personal rather than automated, but this is an automated process. And then strategy 3, this is the networking powerhouse automation, right? So we're using that virtual business card. I've explained this somewhat, but here's more of a visual of it, right? So you're sharing your digital contact. So you can see this phone that's on the right side. This is my contact card. So on your iPhone, go to the contacts and then you click all the way up. And this is different, obviously, for Android, but similarly, you have a contact card that you can optimize and change the stuff on. On my contact card, I have bio the same as what I have on my own bio. I have all of my numbers and the working hours that I'm going to be available at those numbers, my emails, all of my links, the addresses, anything that you need, you can put it on that contact card. So that way, when we send it to somebody, they have all of your mechanisms, all the ways to contact you. Everything that you want them to focus on should be in that contact card. When somebody gives their card, you can enter the details. So that's a pro tip, right? Instead of just giving somebody the link and telling them, yeah, scan this card, put your name, phone number, email. We know people just have a hard time with technology, right? So what I would do instead is I take them to the form, I get their name, phone number, email, and I submit it myself. Simple. That way you're not having to fall off those 5 out of 10 people who just didn't click submit at the very end Every person that you're engaging with, you're able to submit it to. If they give you a business card, I would take it right away, go to your link, fill in the information with their business card, and send it to them. And when they ask for your business card, I'm like, hey, I just sent you my digital business card directly. You should actually be able to just tap one button and save it. Very easy. And you will then follow up with them the next day with this system. So, it sends the view card, then you have the automated follow-up. That 10:45 I found to be one of the better times to text people. With emails, you can text people a lot earlier. You can email people at like 7, 8, 9 o'clock. When you are texting people, you want to text them probably after 10 o'clock, typically, or around lunchtime when they can actually look at their phone in order to get these messages. So 10:45 is a perfect message time because it'll still be close to the top of the inbox, but it'll be around lunchtime, whether they're having lunch at 11, 12, or 1 o'clock. They'll be able to see that. But again, this is my message, man. Hey, this is Breeze. I didn't want to be a statistic and not follow up. Do you have time this week or next week for a quick one-on-one call? It's so simple, but that will convert you 40 to 50% of the people that you meet in person. So if you go to 3 networking events a week, think how many people that is that you're getting meetings with. And whether they're the right audience or not, it doesn't really matter. You're showing them what you have, you're sharpening that blade, and then you're allowing them to know what you do so they can then find a person for you if they can think of somebody. You just have to make sure that at the end of the call, you're asking them, do you know anybody that can use this service or that needs it? Please send them my way. So those are the main pieces, right? Now going into why AI matters for business, switching gears, shifting gears. Some of us still have apprehension with AI. I don't know what it is. We have a huge fear over it, whether we're watching Terminator a little bit too much or watching some of these shows. I definitely understand. But how many times are you going to have opportunity in life that you missed the boat on? How many times are you going to say, man, I wish I would have gotten into that thing sooner? Or are you going to be the person that allows AI to replace your job because you're not proving that you have the aptitude to just be an operator of those AI systems and increase your own personal productivity by 10 times, right? So AI saves time. It automates repetitive tasks to focus on strategy. All of those minutia tasks, those little small things that you have to do to keep the glue together on your business, a lot of those can be automated and opening up the time for you to think about how this business is working and how the strategy of the business is working, allowing you to think critically on it. Sometimes as business owners, we don't have the space to even think about our business like that because we're working in the business all the time, not on it. Next, it increases consistency, deliver reliable quality across all touch points. Some of us get tired. I don't know about you. I have times where I'm tired. So me following up with the same person with the same cadence, the same speed all the time is just not going to happen. I have times too to where I don't want to post social media content, even though I own a social media agency. I don't want to post it because it's just taking up a lot of my time and I already have enough business for one. I'm doing it because I want to show people what putting out good quality looks like so they understand that we can do it. It reduces your costs. So lower execution expenses for better ROI, right? AI does not cost that much, guys. I know there's a ton of tools out there, but I will say you really only need 2 to 3 tools to make it extremely powerful for you. Get one of the main models. I would say Gemini, ChatGPT, is built on top of Google. So you can do things like turn anything that you make into a Google Doc right now, into a Google Sheet right now. You can draft emails and then send it into your drafts for your Gmail so that you can actually send it out right now. So that's a beautiful thing on Gemini. I'm actually a big fan of Gemini right now, even though it's not everybody's favorite. I have some pretty crazy tips and tricks that I can do there. But $20, you guys a month, and some of them are even giving it to you for free, right? All those people utilize AI, maybe it can be in this, right? But then most importantly, it's giving you a competitive edge. While everybody is thinking, man, should I adopt AI? Should I test it? They think it's a huge barrier of entry. All of these language models are built to be accessible to humans in a way that it shouldn't be hard to use. All you're doing is asking for what you need, and all you need to do is get better at asking what you need, right? But it would be the same if you had a regular employee versus an AI employee. Would you tell a new employee, oh, I need you to go into the system and talk to our customers and go over a review with them? No. How would they know how to do that? So you're giving them more in-depth instructions on how to do it, what the timeline is that you're looking for, what exactly you want them to go over, how exactly you want them to outline it, if you want the best output. But that's just part of being a leader. You need to learn how to instruct and how to delegate. And once you get that skill down, it transfers over directly to AI, and you will get the results that you're looking for. While your competitors are still looking at it, twiddling their thumb, thinking about it, you're going to be able to shoot past them just like that. So these are 6 game-changing AI tools, right? I should get Perplexity or ChatGPT or Gemini. Now, what is that second tool that you're going to get for yourself? Maybe it's Fireflies or Otter. Fireflies is a tool that will go into a Google Meet with you or a Zoom call with you and take notes on everything that happened during the call. Not only will it take notes, it'll give you an AI summary. It'll give you a to-do list that is coming from the call. It'll show you how much you were talking versus somebody else. It'll give you areas of opportunity that it found from within the call. One of the best things that you can do for your business if you're doing Zoom calls is to be able to look back at the game tapes and see where you went wrong, or to have a full comprehension of what was expected from you from the call, because it's put down in clear and concise notes. You can also take the calls and you can turn it into a follow-up email to send to the people, which makes you look like you were the most aware of everything during the call. You were paying attention at its highest level because you have a tool like Fireflies or Otter, which is just $20 a month. Revid. This is a video creation software, content creation. If you're trying to be a content creator, but you don't necessarily want to be on camera all the time, this is the one for you. You're scripting anything that you want, and you can turn it into video. You can take text, you can take audio, you can take concepts, and it'll turn any of these into video with a voiceover, captions, B-roll video, and it'll give to you in YouTube formatting, on social media formatting, and you can build a ton of those at scale. Opus Clip. If you do want to be on camera, then you want to use Opus Clip. It'll take a long form piece of content like this. I'm doing a podcast. I have my camera right here. I could take this bit of content, put it into Opus Clip, and it'll find, using AI, very insightful pieces from that long form piece of content, turn it into short form, maybe 30-second clips, 45-second clips from that. It's looking for areas where you gave powerful hooks. It's looking for areas where you gave immense insight, and it's turning that into the content for you, already with captions already cut the way that it needs to be. Next is the shameless plug. It's our CRM, right? Raw AI. This is the all-in-one platform for marketing automation. So all of the strategies that I'm giving you today, those will be implemented on Raw AI on top of a bunch of other strategies that we have. We have voice AI in the system. So it's a receptionist for your business that when people call, it can gather their information, put it into your CRM. It can send them links to book, or it can book them directly from the call. And it can also transfer the call directly to you if they need to talk to you directly right now. How much would it cost to have a secretary or a receptionist to do something like that? This is inside of the system. On top of conversation AI, like I mentioned before, Facebook and Instagram, also text messages. We have ad managers inside the platform. We have the whole 9 there. Next is 11 Labs, voiceovers. Making realistic voiceovers for yourself to put on top of content, right? One of my favorite combinations is using a platform like Revid and a platform like 11 Labs. I clone my voice, and then I can put my voice over top of a video to say anything that it needs to say, right? It's the best voice cloning software in the game. You can also make voice agents based on that, so research some of that, and you can, use it in any capacity. And then last is Gemini, right? So content planning, trend analysis and deep research. It is one of the best deep research tools because it's able to get over 100 different articles, pull them all together, make it into a comprehensive long form document that you can educate yourself from. Then you can turn that document directly into a Google Doc. But not only that, you can click the create button on the top right and you can turn that information into a web page. It'll build a whole web page explaining everything. Not only that, you can click the create button and you can click audio overview and it'll turn all that information into an AI powered podcast episode. Two voices that are talking about the topic so you could just listen on your headphones and absorb the knowledge across a 5 to 15 minute podcast episode. Very short and very digestible. I listen to podcasts, and if you listen to podcasts, you'll definitely want to use that tool. And then more importantly, trend analysis. Google has all of the trend data for what is searchable and what people are interested in over the last 20 years, and then some. So make sure to check those out. Here are some use cases and quick wins that you're able to experience with AI. One is content multiplication. You're turning one video into 12 reels with Opus Clip. How long would it take you to edit? I don't know about you. Most people would take about 30 minutes to an hour to edit if they are pretty good at it, let alone if you're not that good at it. The output just isn't good. So imagine having the output be good and having it give you 8, 12, 20 clips in a fraction of the time. Meeting efficiency, automate meeting recaps, never lose important details or action items again. And then, like I said, voice cloning, right? Build brand consistency across all channels. Whenever you have any videos that are made, any recaps that you need to do, you can just put your voice over it and you can script what needs to be said. It doesn't necessarily have to be you every time having to sit in front of the camera. You can have ChatGPT to write you a high quality script about this thing. You could tell it what your opinion is of it, and then it'll write it for you. You can have your voice created, and you'll never have a and well, I